Today, I'm going to show you a cool tool you can use to create professional animation without even knowing how. You might think you need to hire a designer to get some decent animation. The truth is, generating professional results is now at your fingerprint. Just by describing the result you want, you easily generate effects like this. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how you can easily create this kind of animation, all by yourself. Hyperframes is a tool that can generate videos from code. Since AI knows how to code, we can leverage that combo into something useful for us. This is the Hyperframes interface. Most YouTubers will tell you to ask Claude to drive it. Of course, if you have a $100 per month subscription to Claude, it makes sense to use that. But I'll tell you this. Generating video with AI will consume a lot of tokens. Even people on Claude Max plan will reach their limit quickly. I'm going to show you a way to do it for free. First, head to aistudio.google.com. Click on Get Started, enter your Google credential, and you should see this interface. From here, you can use Gemini 3 Flash Preview for free. I've prepared a prompt in the members area. Just paste it here, and Gemini will be ready to help you generate some animation. Sometimes you might see an error. It can happen. If this occurs, just refresh the page. That should fix it. Now it's thinking. It quickly read the prompt and tells us it's ready. Let's start by generating a lower third. If you don't know what it is, it's this. It's called lower third simply because it's usually shown on the lower third of the screen. Let's make one. I simply describe to Gemini what I want, not even using proper English. It quickly generates some HTML code. I just copy it by clicking this button. Then, inside Hyperframes, I select the existing code and I replace it with the one Gemini generated. Let's play the animation to see what it looks like. Amazing. I'm happy with this result. So I go to the Inspector sidebar, then I click the Renders tab. MP4 is usually nice for creating videos, but if you need a transparent background, it's impossible to do that with MP4. The WebM format support creating videos with transparent background, so I'll choose this one. I don't need to change the other settings, so I click the Export button. Once the progress bar has finished, I can click that button to download the video, which will be placed in my download folder. Let's play it. Okay, it seems something went wrong with the export. Of course, I have no idea how to fix this. So let's go back to Gemini and ask it to fix it for us. It's easy to describe my issue because Gemini can see images. So I take a screenshot of the correct rendering inside Hyperframes, paste it in AI Studio. Then I give it a screenshot of the issue. Gemini then proceeds to generate a new code. Sometimes, when you don't have the result you want, you can just go back and forth with Gemini. It will generate a new version for you. It may or may not fix it on the first attempt, but it will try. So I go back to Hyperframes and paste the new version. It looks good. Let's render it once more. Okay, the problem is fixed. Let's insert this in my editor to see how it looks in a real video. Fabulous. We've just generated some cool third lower animation without even understanding anything to animation. This would have cost me $25 if I had hired a freelance from Fiverr who will present me with some templates, and at least $200 if asking a pro studio designer. Depending on the complexity, that can even go up to $3,000. Now let's say I'm not satisfied by this version. For some reason, I was picturing something in the style of the Matrix movie. I simply go to Gemini and ask it again. Once more, it generates the full code for me. So I go back to Hyperframes, paste the new code, and look at the result. Now, that's what I wanted. Let me export this new version. Wow, it seems we got a problem. For some reason beyond me, the export failed. Let me try again. Nope, still a fail. Just like for any other issue, I'm going to ask Gemini to fix it for me. Let me copy the error message. Then I give that to the AI. It thinks about it and give me a new code. Let's try it. You're now familiar with the procedure. It still looks good. Let me export now. Wah, damn. Same error. Okay, it gives me a new version. Let's see if that fixes it. That animation looks different, but it's still the style I wanted to see. Perfect, the export worked. I can now use it in my editor. Next, I'd like to try something different. I have an idea of a third lower animation, but it's not easy to describe it with words. I mean, I will definitely have to explain it to Gemini. So on top of my verbal description, I will add a picture I've made. It's kind of a storyboard that would describe the animation in time. I could have drawn it on a notebook, but I'm more comfortable with the drawing tool I use on my computer. Again, it generates some code. Now, this one is more complex, and I went back and forth with the AI model several times before I got the something close enough to what was in my mind. I'm not going to show you the whole interaction. Let's skip to the result. That's a perfect example of how AI can help us being more productive. I mean, it would have taken hours for me to create something similar. Actually, probably days, because I've never used After Effects, and I have no idea of how to generate such an animation. Now that I have a lower third animation, I can easily reuse it simply changing the text. Let me show you how. Since the whole thing is just a bunch of code, all I have to do is search for the text I want to replace. Okay, found it. Then, well, just replace it with some random text. Let's export that and look at the result. Okay, that looks good. You now have a simple method to generate professional lower third for all your videos. If you are comfortable with JavaScript, you can easily install Hyperframes yourself. The link is in the description. But if you are not technical, as usual, I provided a push button installer in the community area. The link is also in the description. Before I finish this video, I just want to add a quick note to tell you that Hyperframes is a generic tool for editing videos using code. In this video, I showed you how to create lower third using AI, but there are a ton of other things you can do with that tool. It even comes with its own catalog of effects where you can get prompts for any LLM to generate. Feel free to explore all the features of this fantastic software. I will probably make more video about it because it's really a nice tool that will boost your content creation with minimal effort and zero cost. And remember, if you want to stop letting the algorithm run your life and actually learn how to run your business, go to runthestudio.com.